Living a peaceful life means choosing calm over chaos, gratitude over worry, and inner harmony over external noise. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about transforming your life with some easy, peaceful habits. Enjoy. Are you feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, constantly chasing after peace but never quite finding it? You're not alone, and it turns out the key might be simpler than you think. Transforming our lives isn't always about making drastic changes or overhauling our entire routines. Sometimes, it's about incorporating simple habits that can have a profound impact on our well-being. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle. But what if I told you that you can cultivate a sense of peace and tranquility, even in the midst of chaos? Peaceful habits aren't just about feeling calm and relaxed. They're about creating a sense of clarity and purpose in our lives. They're about being more mindful, more present, and more intentional with how we live our days. And the best part is that these habits can be incredibly easy to adopt, even for the busiest of people. So, what's holding you back from living a more peaceful life? Is it the constant noise and distractions of the world around us? Is it the pressure to constantly perform and produce? Whatever it is, I want you to know that you're not alone, and there is a way to break free from the cycle of stress and anxiety. Moving forward, I want to share with you some simple yet powerful habits that can help you cultivate a sense of peace and tranquility in your daily life. These habits aren't meant to add more stress or overwhelm to your plate. They're meant to simplify, to clarify, and to bring more joy and fulfillment to your life. One of the biggest struggles people face when it comes to maintaining peace is the constant battle between our logical minds and our emotional hearts. We know what we should be doing, but somehow we just can't seem to stick to it. We get caught up in negative self-talk, in fear and doubt, and before we know it, our peace is gone. But what if I told you that there's a way to quiet that inner critic, to calm those racing thoughts, and to tap into a sense of inner peace that's always available to you? What if I told you that it's as simple as taking a few deep breaths, as simple as paying attention to the sensations in your body, as simple as being kind to yourself in this moment? One of the most powerful habits I've discovered is the practice of mindful breathing. It's not about achieving some sort of mystical state or emptying your mind completely. It's about being present, being aware, and being gentle with yourself. It's about recognizing that you're human, that you're imperfect, and that you're worthy of peace and love, no matter what. Another habit that's been a game changer for me is the practice of gratitude. It's not about ignoring the challenges or difficulties in our lives. It's about shifting our focus to what's working, to what's good, and to what brings us joy. It's about recognizing that peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of hope, of resilience, and of faith. As I've continued on my own journey of cultivating peaceful habits, I've come to realize that the most impactful practice has been the practice of self-compassion. It's not about being self-indulgent or self-centered. It's about recognizing that you're human, that you're doing the best you can, and that you're worthy of love and kindness, no matter what. One of the most transformative experiences I've had was when I started practicing self-compassion in the midst of anxiety and fear. I remember feeling overwhelmed, feeling like I was drowning in my own thoughts and emotions. But in that moment, I chose to take a step back, to breathe, and to speak kindness to myself. I chose to acknowledge my fear, to validate my emotions, and to remind myself that I was okay, that I was safe, and that I was enough. As we continue on this journey of cultivating peaceful habits, I want to leave you with a challenge. I want to challenge you to take one habit, just one, and to commit to it for the next week. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths each morning, as simple as writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day, or as simple as speaking kindness to yourself in the mirror. As you integrate these habits into your daily life, I want you to remember that peace isn't something you find. It's something you cultivate, something you nurture, and something you choose every single day. It's not about achieving some sort of perfect state. It's about being present, being aware, and being gentle with yourself, no matter what. In the end, it's not about the habits themselves. It's about the heart behind them. It's about recognizing that you're worthy of peace, that you're worthy of love, and that you're worthy of living a life that truly reflects who you are. As we wrap up this conversation on peaceful habits, I want to leave you with a few final thoughts. Remember that peace isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's a choice you make every single day, every single moment. It's about being intentional, being mindful, and being kind to yourself, no matter what. I believe that by committing to these peaceful habits, you can transform your life in profound ways. You can experience more joy, more clarity, and more fulfillment. You can live a life that's more authentic, more meaningful, and more peaceful. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.